Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. Gentlemen and ladies, I apologize for being so late with this week's vlog. I've had an insanely annoying week as far as suffering from insomnia. I've had insomnia for the past 4 nights, so my days and nights are just completely confused and screwed up at this point. So, ergo, you're getting a late evening, nighttime edition of Seamless Style this week. Now, hopefully, I can get back on track, and we can get a couple of episodes under our belt this week, so I can upload them at our usual morning time on Sundays. Okay. Anywho, this particular episode, we're gonna feature scarves. We're gonna feature scarves, mufflers. Now, we're not talking silk or satin or anything like that. We're only talking about fall scarves. So wools and cottons. What I want to do is show you the range of styles on how to style a scarf, from completely style and flavor only, all the way up to full functionality. All right, we're going to cover the entire gamut on three rigs plus the ensemble I'm wearing. So the scarf. A scarf can actually take your ensemble from here to here. Like, a scarf can elevate your this one piece of cloth here. This one piece of cloth can elevate your ensemble to a level you didn't even imagine. And just depending on where you are, the time of year, etc., it could be fully functional. It can be keeping your neck and even parts of your ears warm, just depending on temperatures outside and what you're doing or whatever. Me personally, I love scarves. I don't consider myself a scarf collector. I don't have 50 or 60 scarves, but I have a good 20 scarves that I can intertwine with various ensembles and elevate those particular ensembles, as well as being fully functional for the cold mornings, afternoons, and nights of fall and winter. So really quick, the ensemble I'm wearing, I decided to break out one of my favorite cardigans that I own. Now, I was thinking about this cardigan the other day, and I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think it's jumping out on a limb, but for lack of a better word, let's just say I'm going to jump out on a limb. I'm going to jump out on a limb and say that in 20 years, this sweater will be as sought after as the rugby Indian head collegiate cardigan sweater. That's a sweater that's on my grail list, and I'm pretty sure quite a few of you, it's on a few of you gentlemen's grail list as well. I have not been able to find it in the size that I desire, and more importantly, I haven't been able to find it at the price that I desire. I understand it's a collector's item. I'm not paying $1,500 for a cardigan. I'm not paying $1,000 for that cardigan. So again, haven't been able to find it more so at the price that I desire, but it is one of my grail pieces, and I get it. But I think that this particular cardigan here is going to end up being on that list as well. This cardigan was a one-off. It came out a few years ago, and it only came out the once. If I am not mistaken, this cardigan never made it to RalphLauren.com website. It was in a few stores because I was able to grab this from the Chicago store via via the phone. Um, and I did see it on a few department store sites. Nordstrom's, I think Nordstrom's had it for a while. Maybe Macy's, I can't remember. Um, but this sweater is dope. And when I first saw it, I knew I had to have it. It was between this and the lighter Kelly green sweater that has a few collegiate patches on it. That was on RalphLauren.com. A lot of guys grabbed that one. I like that one, but I saw this one and that one at the same time, and I knew this was the one. I was only going to get one. I didn't need both of them because they're very similar uh, visually. They're very similar aesthetically, um, but I like this one a little more. This one is a full cable knit, right? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's not. Half cable knit, right? This side is cable knit, and this side is just a regular ribbed wool. All right. Uh, it's got your four basic food group colors in it: wine, navy, college green. There's gold all over the place. It's also got cream and off white as well. Patches galore. Huge patches on the back. I'll show you the back later. Huge patches on the back. Football inspired patches here. The felt 67 motif on the sleeve. I think there's a star. Yeah, there's a felt star here in wine. And then all the patches here. You've got a couple of giant collegiate peas. You've got a bulldog head, a couple of crests. Like this is, this is me, fam. This is definitely just the way the whole thing is styled. I even like how this side has the wine, navy, and cream stripe, and this side does not. And but down here on the waist is the same color pattern, but only on the left side, not on the right. So man, this is a cool, whimsical, collegiate sweater, and I feel like 20 years from now, this will be a collector's item. What I did today was I paired it with the college gray chinos in the slim fit. Broke out the heraldic rep stripe socks in the wine base. A pair of chocolate brown leather tassel loafers, Polo Ralph Lauren. The Oxford cloth button down is college green, navy, and gold. So I thought about going with the other Oxford that I bought when I bought this one, which is wine with navy and gold stripes. But I wanted a more tonal look, a more subtle look between the cardigan and the shirt. So I felt like if I went with the green, it would kind of mesh a little better because the sweater is so flamboyant. And I went with a heraldic necktie in the wine with gold crest as well. The scarf. The scarf has the four basic food groups of collegiate: wine, navy, green, and gold. The base of the scarf or muffler is navy. All right. Below the four colors, it's ribbed. All right. Above the four colors is cable. It's cable knit. So again, that's another reason I put this one with this particular sweater, because of the cable knit vibe that we sticking with. Just did a simple roundabout design. This is more about style than it is functionality. However, if I was to step outside and it was a little breezy and I needed to protect my neck a little more, it's just a matter of tugging a little bit and this will tighten up. If you want to get it a little looser to have a more casual, stylistic vibe with the scarf, just pull on the loop a little bit. So yeah, this is more style than functionality, but it goes perfect with the just the overall vibe that I'm rocking with today. All right, so but let's get into the episode. 3 ensembles. Our focus is scarves, okay? Without any further ado, man, let's go. Let's get it. Y'all ready? I knew you was. Me too. All right. Okay, so for our first rig, we featured the ensemble is featuring a Denim and Supply cable knit patchwork cardigan. Beautiful piece. I don't see this around a lot. Maybe one reason because it's Denim and Supply, and a lot of y'all were sleeping on Denim and Supply. But one of my really close partners, D Will of Fortune, that's his Instagram handle. But yeah, my boy Derek, he has this sweater. So yeah, this is a piece that we both, I guess, great minds were thinking alike, and neither one of us are parting with this joker here, man. It's got a little extra length to it. Uh, you know, unlike other cardigans for men. Most cardigans for men, a good one will come about right here normally. But every now and then, man, a longer cardigan, it just gives you a totally different look. Like I said, it's patchwork. It's got a dark navy here. The base of it is French navy, aviator navy. It's heathered with white throughout. Again, it's toggled. Really nice piece, man. What I did here is I just put it with a chambray shirt, a pair of GTH pants with the polo player motif, and I broke out this scarf. Now, what I did with this scarf is a functional wear. Rocking the cardigan open, then you getting if there's any breeze when you step outside the car to go into a building, or when you step outside the house to get into the car. Whatever the case may be, if it's not cold enough to have on an overcoat or something of that effect, but maybe it's a little breeze, like 60 degrees. A fall 60 is different from a spring 60. We talked about that before. So maybe it's 60, 61 degrees, overcast. Winds are northeast at whatever miles an hour. So it's a little chilly. A scarf here will be perfect, and to have it fully functional, you can take the scarf, fold it in half, put it around your neck. Take one end, there's a loop there at where you fold it in half. Stick this through, and boom, there you go. You got a look. All right, you got a look, but you got a fully functional scarf. You're wearing a fully functional scarf. You're not going to get cold on your neck at all. Whether you flip the shawl of the cardigan up or not, or if you wear it traditionally down, no matter what you decide to do, you're not going to get cold, because this scarf is going to keep your neck warm, keep your temperature where it needs to be. Now, this particular scarf is Polo Blue Label. This was I bought this when I worked at the Ralph Lauren factory store. It came in, and I couldn't believe the color palette was just beautiful. It was perfect. It's olive hues. It's several different hues of olive. You got several different hues of brown. Subtle wine is in here, but that's all you need. Between the hues of brown, tan, the like I said, the olive base. You got the college green polo player here. Man, this is a beautiful fall wool scarf. And like I said, the way we wearing it here, guaranteed to keep your neck warm, so you don't freeze to death when that little gust of wind hits. All right, let's go on to the next one. Our next look, we break out a suit. So this could be a Monday through Friday look if you are required to wear a suit to work. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean this look is appropriate for corporate per se. It just depends. I would say it just depends. You will probably definitely, once you get to the office, need to at least lose the scarf if you work in full white collar corporate America. And then if you do work in full white collar corporate America, you probably wouldn't wear this tie, and you probably wouldn't have a monochrome look with this shirt. Some of those people are just so stuffy. They got to stick so far up there that the colors just may be deemed inappropriate. But we're Ralph Lauren guys, so this is our show here. I pulled out a purple label suit, Glen plaid, 3-button, peak lapel. The lapels, the lapels aren't narrow like modern suits, but it's definitely not extremely wide like a vintage suit either. It's kind of somewhere in between. So that makes me think maybe this suit is from the mid to late 90s. Also by the length of it. It's a mid-weight wool suit. So it's not a heavy wool. It's not super lightweight either. It's not like a linen or anything, but you can definitely wear this now. And depending if you live in one of the bigger, colder cities like New York, Chicago, etc., then an overcoat, polo coat would probably also be appropriate. Now, what do we do here? Basic pair of brown brogue shoes. Nice pair of dress socks. I would do navy. I would do navy, but you could do. I would do a solid pair of dress socks if it was me, and you could do any one of these 4 colors. I would probably steer clear of the gold. If it's me, I probably would just do navy. I want the standalone pieces of this ensemble to be the ensemble itself and the scarf along with the necktie. All right. So again, what do we do here? This is like a medium tan. It's not a pewter. It's kind of like a boating khaki. It's kind of like a boating khaki color. Glen plaid. It has subtle rugby royal stripes in your Glen plaid pattern. The shirt is polo blue label, same color, same subtle rugby royal blue stripe in your Glen plaid pattern on the spread collared dress shirt. So we have a monochromatic look here, right? Now, I don't know if it would actually stay monochromatic once you add the scarf and the tie, but I wanted to add a scarf, obviously, because that's what this episode is about. And I just wanted to express myself a little bit. So I went with this scarf that has the four basic food groups of collegiate: wine, navy, gold, collard green. Has a griffin. Actually, I'm sorry. Has a dragon, a Pegasus. To be honest, a Pegasus with RLPC, Ralph Lauren Polo Club, 2004. So it's not rugby, but they put the rugby Roman numerals on there. So that lets you know what the thought process was. This scarf came out 2 years ago, so it's not rugby. It is blue label. I might have took the there it is. It is blue label, but they obviously were trying to give us those rugby vibes all the way up to the Roman numeral 2004. All right. The necktie is a rep stripe, 4 basic food groups of collegiate. It's actually a Ralph Lauren necktie. All right. Now, we did that just to be even more matchy with our monochromatic suit. But the scarf itself, absolutely no functionality at all. It's purely about style. You can't keep yourself warm with the scarf on under the lapel and your lapel flipped up. This is purely about a look. This is purely about a vibe. Now, if you did want to still have this particular muffler with this suit, then you can take this, wear it under your jacket, fold it over the tie some, and have it drape down your belly under the suit jacket. That's also a look. But for this particular ensemble, I just wanted to do it with this particular vibe. All right. But yeah, this is like I said, no functionality at all. The scarf is there strictly for the style. It's here strictly to say, hey, bro, I'm killing them out here. I look amazing. All right. Let's do one more rig, and then we done. All right. So for our last look, we went with something that's a look that's fully functional, but also stylish, and it's definitely something different. This particular look comes from the rowing, sculling, and crew culture. All right. I think I did an Oxford under here in the Columbia blue. Columbia blue Oxford, no neckwear, the cricket sweater. Cable knit, cream, green chevron, green double green striped everywhere that's ribbed. So both sleeves and the waist. It has a tonal griffin here with RPRLC, Polo Ralph Lauren Club. Also has a crown above the griffin, but everything is tonal. So it's one of those things that once you get a little closer to it, you're like, oh shit, that's hard. That's hard. And that's why I bought it. I've had it for some years now, but this actually was the reason I bought it. And it's the reason I haven't gotten rid of it. It's going to need to go to my tailor and get chopped up because this is an extra large. I need mediums in cricket sweaters. So this is going to have to be tailored because I'm not getting rid of it. I haven't seen this around. I haven't seen every single collector with it. I'm not getting rid of it. But this particular look, you take your muffler, and I will put on the screen somewhere what type of tie this is, because I can't really explain it to you. You can go on YouTube if you want to see how I tied this, and there's tutorials. I'm not going to do a tutorial on tying scarves, but this particular look is a whole vibe. It's a whole look. It's stylistic as hell, but it's fully functional. Your neck is not going to get cold the way this muffler is tied. The muffler is blue label, aviator navy, wine. It has a PRL crest at the bottom of it. So if you wore it like the previous rig, it will also look great. It has the, again, like I said, it has the crest at the bottom of it. The crest is about this big, so it's definitely something that can be seen. But I wanted to show y'all this rowing culture style here of taking a scarf. And I'm thinking this is probably because, you know, a lot of times in the latter months of the year, you know, or just in general, when you're talking about being on the water, a lot of times it's a little cooler. So you throw on a cricket sweater or even a pair of shorts if it's spring or whatever. But you know, you might need something around your neck because that you know, that when that wind comes off that water, I don't know if any of y'all ever, if you're watching, cool, from there, cool. If you're not watching from the Midwestern states like Ohio, but I've been to Cleveland, and man, that wind, Chicago's probably the same way because they all right there around those Great Lakes. But that wind is just a different, like, the wind coming off those lakes will disrespect your coat if you bought your coat in North Carolina and then to call yourself going to Cleveland for whatever reason. When I went, this was damn near 20 years ago, and it was January, and I'm wearing, you know, I got a coat with me because in North Carolina it's January, it's 40 degree lows. Man, it was like in the teens. And before that, I was told it was like in the minus low numbers the week before we got to Cleveland. So yeah, the wind coming off those lakes is different. So when you're talking about nautical sports like that, just depending on the time of year, you know, this probably started off as something fully functional. But at this point, for me anyway, I'm not sure how y'all think. Y'all get in the comments and tell me. But for me, this is a vibe. I've actually worn my scarf like this under a cricket. I've done it in spring and I've done it in fall. So yeah, navy chino, navy slim fit chino pants, and a pair of tan and brown leather saddle shoes to complete the look. Something casual, like I said, but style and functionality in this particular look for this particular scarf. Johnny Walker, A Song of Ice and Fire. It's a Game of Thrones themed Johnny Walker. It's not bad. Not bad. It's not old hillside bourbon, but it's not bad at all. Well, that's another episode in the books. This episode was based on scarves. Fall style scarves for men. Now, okay, I guess a scarf could be unisex. So your other half, the missus, the girlfriend, whatever, your daughter, if she raised your closet, I guess they could wear your scarves, but we're men here, and this is a safe space for men, so men's scarves. Showed you a few different ways to style them. We went with a wide range of completely based solely on style and looks all the way up to fully functional. What I did forget to do in the beginning was let you know what the fragrance of the matching fragrance for our ensemble. Well, I guess maybe not obviously, because I had several different ways I could have went, but I went with Polo Sport. I went with the Polo Sport. This is an iconic fragrance, man. Like if you watching this, then you should be a Ralph Lauren guy anyway, and you already know, man. This fragrance is just an iconic fragrance. It's light. It's flowery, but with masculine hues. I can smell a little musk in it, a little bit of wood, but there's a lot of flower, a lot of sweet in it. And really, what that does when you combine it with the other scents, it makes it actually feel sporty and smell sporty. So yeah, Polo Sport, man. Like any of the Polo Sports, Polo Sport, Polo Sport Blue, they're all pretty much iconic, dope fragrances for men. So that's the matching fragrance for this particular ensemble. But anyway, get in the comment section, gentlemen, and let me know what you thought about this particular episode. Let me know what you think about scarves. Are you a scarf guy? Do you have one scarf in your collection? Do you have 100 scarves in your collection? When that temperature drops, is that one of the first things you go for? Did you only wear scarves? Do you only wear scarves for style only, or do you wear them for complete functionality? All of that stuff matters to me. I'm interested. I'm very interested. So let's start the conversation. Otherwise, support the channel. However you would like to support the channel. We're getting things moving here, man. We got a few things coming up. I'm gonna keep them under my hat until they're secure. That's a grown man trait. We don't talk about anything until everything is secure. So I will keep you posted, but I got a lot of great things coming up as once 2022 is. But we're gonna keep rocking and rolling because 2021 ain't over. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend. We here. Song of Ice and Fire, and we scarved up. Alright? Artists paint pictures. Haters paint narratives, man. So don't be no hater. Alright? Have a good one.